How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here once again, and welcome back to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. So, don't worry, that clearing of the throat sound will not be heard throughout the entirety of this video. Today I'm going to be in the K-91, the Tier 10 Russian rear-turreted medium tank, and this thing has the best shell velocity in the game. I feel like I don't need to go down the statistics of it because I already did that in one of my previous videos. And if you want to know more about this tank, feel free to check them out and just go to my videos and search K-91. Super easy. But yeah, this thing, it's a hit and miss for me. I sometimes wish I had more armor in the turret, but I cannot get over how great that gun depression is for being a Russian tank. You put it over the side of the you put the turret over the side of the tank, and you get 9 degrees of gun depression, which is unheard of on a Russian tank. However, if you put it over the the middle of the front hull, you only get 5 degrees of gun depression. I do believe. It's ass. It's like a normal, what you would expect the gun depression to be on a Russian tank in the front of the hull. But other than that, it's like got British depression. It's weird. But yeah, it's got super good accuracy. Its aim time is great. Its gun caliber is of course 300 or 100 millimeters. So you're only doing like 320 damage on average, but it does fire a little bit slowly, more slowly in comparison to the Object 140, T62A, etc. But I feel like the accuracy makes up for that drawback, so it really doesn't bother me that much. But being unable to side scrape it in most situations kind of sucks ass, because the armor on this thing is kind of atrocious. Well, it is atrocious on the hull as well as the turret. Like, I could pen this thing with standard ammo probably 2 out of 3 times, maybe 1 out of 3, but that's still pretty bad. If you throw premium at it, you'll pen every time. It's pretty saddening, but it's true. You just got, this is like the Russian sniping tank of the medium line. You gotta use it to snipe if you use it in close quarter combat, unless it's like to damage people after they're done firing at your teammates. You're gonna have a bad time because they're gonna look at you and insta-pen you because your armor is shit and you don't have the alpha to make up for being damaged. So that kind of sucks. And they can also overmatch your roof with 120 millimeters in caliber or more. The roof of your chassis, I mean. As well as the roof of your turret, I'm pretty sure. That could be wrong. I just miss a bunch of fucking times on this Object 432. This game is going to be a hell of a clutch. I face 2 or 3 light tanks at once and survive when I'm on like a little bit of health, so that's pretty good. Or they drain me to like a very minuscule amount of my health. But yeah, adrenaline was pumping and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe I survived. Granted, I probably shouldn't have, but that's what happens when a Brazil auto-locks you, and yeah, your sides are very weak, but it does have spaced armor, so if they decide to shoot heat, or like stupid rounds like HEP rounds from the Hellhound, or sorry, Holenhund, they'll just get absorbed. And it's pretty cool, but like APCR will chew through your asshole, and it's not good. This tank was not meant to be, frontline material. And as you can see, I am trying to make the APCR rounds work, which have tank destroyer tier 9 potential at 276 millimeters of penetration. So I switched to the heat, hoping for better results. And unfortunately, I'm not getting anything done here. So once again, I have the heat loaded. This IS-7 is doing stuff. I thought he'd move forward more. I should have just waited for him to stay still a little bit, but that didn't happen. I shoot a heat round, and it looks like it goes into him, but I don't get a damage ribbon, so it bounces off. So cool. Very disappointing. But, like I said, this tank is pretty fun. When you get it to work, and you use ridge lines, and you have support with you, This is not an assault tank by any means. You're meant to spot. You're basically a Object 416 with gun depression, with a lot less camo, but your gun fires a lot faster and you're more accurate. So, yeah, look at this fucking Brazil putting shot into shot into me. Like, oh, I understand. It's still frustrating though. Like, if I shot at one spot and I kept getting damage ribbons, of course I'd keep firing. But like, goddamn. That shit's annoying when it happens to you. Like, look at him! Why do you keep firing, dude? Fucking idiot. I don't mind the awkward pauses. I'm just taking sips of my Coca-Cola. What else about this tank? Oh, it's got 410 view range, or 420. Let's look at that really quick, so I don't misfeed you information. USR, USSR, what are you? 410 view range, oh my yes. But yeah, for some reason the Object 430U has better camo than this thing, even it being a rear-mounted turret. So that's pretty fucking weird. If this thing has 48 camo, the Object 430U has 55 or 54. And I don't agree with that. I think this should basically be an Object 416 with, you know, maybe a little bit less camo because of all the awesome gun stats that it gets, but it shouldn't have that low of a camo, especially for how just unbearably fragile it is. There, I said it. But like, I bounced a shot there, that was pretty amazing. Of course, they're both going to engage me at once. I should probably just finish off the Brazil, but I know as soon as I look at him, this guy's going to make a move. I turn around to try and face the Brazil, thinking he'll go to my right. He didn't, so I just go over here, look at this guy, pen him. That was kind of a bad move on my part. I should have just finished off the Brazil when he was behind that house there making his way to me, but that didn't happen. And oh no, your little high explosive round got absorbed into my tracks because you're stupid. But I very easily could have died there, and if the fact that I didn't is kind of a miracle. Artie could very easily splash me as well. Thank God our tank destroyer tracked and damaged the machine. Otherwise, that would have been a bad time if he had a full clip loaded and was looking at me. And then our T-92 dicks on him, and then their T-92 dicks on our Jagdpanzer E-100. So perfect. What's left now is an Object 430 version 2. Okay, I gotta turn on the AC. Give me 1 second. Oh. It's fucking warm. Goes from being 65 degrees to 81. So here's this guy. I'm like, ooh, I got a free pen on him. Amazed I'm not spotted yet from just shooting at him. And of course I'm going to shoot heat. Well, actually I could probably shoot high explosive at this point, but I really don't want to get like a stupidly low roll of like 6 and not kill him. So, I don't know. If he pens me, it's over. So I kind of just use this to side scrape, because I know that his heat rounds will probably bounce off my spaced armor. And wha-bam! It does, because it's a miracle. I do not want to get artied. I imagine that Artie is, you know, in a very stereotypical spot of A0. So I keep trying to, like, I'm like, what should I do? Should I run? Should I re-engage him from somewhere else? So I back up, and I go behind this hill to hide my tank. And now he can't see me. I'm going to make my way through the town, and then I'm going to flank him at, like, B5 is my prediction for where he is. Just hiding and waiting there. And then, if he was hiding there, I probably would have gotten detected there. But I was not. So it's like, where is he now? Oh look, there he is. Running away. And he can't go faster than me, nor I can go faster than him. So I'm just going to aim my shot here. And oh, look what happens. Gotta love the blind shot. It is the best. But, yeah, kind of lucky there. Still proud of it. And now there's one more tank to kill, and that is the Artie. I know that I can pen him twice with with 2 heat rounds, and I can kill him very easily. Or I could high roll the shit out of him and one hit him. I do believe, could I high roll a T-92 for full health? I don't think I could, even with a good roll for high explosive, because this thing does like what, 480 for its high explosive rounds or something? I don't know. Let's just check for funsies. Okay. Oh, 420 is the average damage, so maybe? It's possible. It's not very probable, but it is, you know, possible. So I hit him with the high explosive there. Again, getting exceedingly lucky with RNG and putting the shot where it needs to go. And then the T-92 takes a blind shot, and what happens? He dies by our T-92. Pretty funny. Pretty funny indeed. I'm going to start playing less of this tank and more of the Object 430U, just because that tank is absolutely retarded in armor. And even with all the rounds I put out, I did not, you know, make any money because premium rounds are expensive and I kept missing. So yeah, that'll happen. Although I did get an Ace Tanker badge for this game, pretty proud of that. But yeah, you're not going to have too many high damage games in this thing because you don't really have a lot of armor to work with, and either you can snipe or support your team, or you get YOLO'd and focused when they charge your team, and then you die and don't get any damage, and just bad things happen to you. But it is a great tank. I do enjoy playing it when it works. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.